Bombings, panic, death. As Israel and Iran clash, in the attacks and counters, missiles fly thick and fast. It's Rising Lion versus True Promise 3. And now, the age-old American call.
If you care about the freedom, you care about your own life, you want to be thankful that this president has been such a strong supporter of Israel and has allowed Israel to go forward and do what they should be doing, and that's to destroy Iran's capabilities.
Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon or the ability to deliver a nuclear warhead.
Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. Israel has done an amazing job. They control the skies. We have one facility. It would be hard to Israel to hit without our help.
For freedom, will the world see another regime change? But is it change or a fall? Trump pitches battle against nuclear Iran.
They had to sign a document. I think they wish they signed it now. It was a fair deal. And now it's a harder thing to sign, you know. It's a lot of water over the dam. But, you know, it's very, I say it very simply. Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. Too much devastation. And they'd use it. You know, I believe they'd use it. Others won't use it, but I believe they'd use it. So that's it. It's very simple as far as I'm concerned. They can't have a nuclear weapon.
Even as Tehran maintains peaceful use stance, US ready to join Israel in Middle East action?
I appreciate that.
You mentioned the troops in the region with
I
maximum force protection at all times is being maintained. We know right now that Tehran understands exactly what the president is saying. He said 60 days. The world can believe it, the world cannot believe it. He set 60 days. They had an opportunity to make a deal. They should have made a deal. President Trump's word means something.
But Iran won't surrender. Not to the USA, not to Israel, not to anyone. The nation has a proud history, a legacy, and Ayatollah Khamenei knows it.
Telling the Iranian nation to surrender is not a wise thing to say. Wise people who know the region, the Iranian people, and its history would never say that. Whom should we surrender to? Iran is not a nation to surrender.
So is it that time already? A CIA black op backed by Mossad and another Northwest regime falls.
We were at the table, actually at the negotiation table. It was the America who gave the green light to Israelis to have these military attacks against Iran. On the basis of even false accusation. They have made a lot of accusation, but there was no any proof.
In Hindi, there is a phrase, is hammam mein sab nange. It literally translates to, everyone is naked in this bath house. And that is what the Middle East has become. Ever heard of Mohammad Mossadegh and the democratic government in Iran? If you haven't, it is because of the American CIA and British MI6. In 1953, the two formidable spy agencies brought down the elected government in Iran. Why? Probably because Mossadegh wanted to nationalize Iranian oil industry, the same industry which was earlier controlled by the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, now the British Petroleum. The same forces that crushed their enemies with the war cry of freedom planted Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the Shah of Iran, back into power. While he spoke of education and reforms, his secret police called Savak brutally cracked down on dissent. And so, right after the Great War ended, the USA and its ally established their image as fighters, not for freedom, but oil and economics. By the late 1970s, the Shah of Iran was facing massive internal dissent. In January of 1979, Pahlavi fled and the Ayatollah Ruhollah Khamenei returned to seize power. And since then, the Ayatollahs have ruled Iran with an iron fist. Fast forward to 2025, and the United States of America may soon be back at it again, as Trump threatens consequences and Israel bombards Iran. The war of the Middle East rages on. Whether it is Gaddafi in Libya or Saddam in Iraq, the shadow of American looms. They all are dictators, whether it is Khamenei or Hosni Mubarak. But what happens when these brutal regimes fall and American interests are secured? While Trump may be planning to march to war, his allies are talking about ceasefire. Canada, a key NATO ally, has time and again called for de-escalation in Gaza. At the G7 summit too, the call was reiterated.
Made clear that Iran is the principal source of regional instability and terror. And we've been consistently clear that Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. We urge that the resolution of the Iranian crisis leads to a broader de-escalation of hostilities, including a ceasefire in Gaza.
This is the same G7 from which Donald Trump left early without reportedly signing the document calling for de-escalation in the Israel-Iran conflict. In all the leadership crises that have risen in the Middle East, the West and Russia have remained diametrically opposed. But as the situation in Iran develops, Washington and Moscow have newfound common grounds. And that is the strange bonhomie Trump and Putin share. The relationship between the US and Russian president blows from hot to cold. In 2025, it has gone from Trump and Putin trading barbs to offering solution for each other's problem. Days after, Donald Trump reiterated his call for Russia's entry to the G7 or G8 or whatever it becomes. Vladimir Putin offered to take Iran's enrichment uranium to help out the Americans. Then, on 18 June, the Russian president seemingly chose the tightrope walk.
The level of trust between our countries is rather high. We have very good relations with Iran. We could continue this work and ensure their interests in this area. I will not go into details now, as there are many. All these details have been discussed with both the Israeli and American sides, and we have sent certain signals to our Iranian friends. Overall, it is possible to ensure Iran's interests in the field of peaceful nuclear energy. At the same time, it is possible to address Israel's concerns regarding its security. In my opinion, such options exist.
The point is, the United States have always talked a big game. They positioned themselves as the guardian of the free world. But then, time after time, the Americans surprised the world. How? Donald Trump met Pakistan Field Marshal Asim Munir at the White House, the same general who India holds directly responsible for the bloody Pahalgam terrorist attack.
America invited Asim Munir for lunch. America is trying to act like everyone's boss. We should focus on where we stand. Iran is suffering. It has been attacked. Wherever Israel goes, it launches attacks and kills civilians. Israel has no accountability. America is pushing the world towards war so that its weapons keep selling and conflicts continue.
In the days leading up to Israel's rising lion, Trump has reportedly warned Netanyahu against attacking Iran. But Israel's gamble paid off. Netanyahu probably bet that if the IDF directly engages Khamenei's forces and continues to escalate, America would have to get involved, only for American interest.